Have you ever wondered what's inside this little pastry? It's not just a sweet treat. It's a piece of history, a symbol of rebellion, and a tradition that has traveled through time for over 3,000 years. This is the story of the mooncake. And trust me, it's far more exciting than you might think. From secret messages that overthrew an empire to a romantic name given by a famous concubine, every bite of this cake holds a fascinating tale. So, grab a cup of tea and let's unwrap the incredible journey of China's most legendary pastry. Our story begins long before the name mooncake even existed, way back in the Shang and Zhou dynasties over 3,000 years ago. At that time, people would make a special kind of thick, round pastry known as a taishi cake. These weren't for snacking, they were sacred offerings used in elaborate rituals to worship the harvest moon. Farmers and emperors alike would present these cakes to thank the heavens for a bountiful harvest and to pray for prosperity in the coming year. The round shape was significant, representing completeness and the full moon itself. These ancient pastries were the earliest ancestors of the mooncakes we know and love today, laying the foundation for a tradition that would evolve in spectacular ways. Fast forward to the Tang dynasty, a golden age of culture and innovation in China. This is when the tradition of eating mooncakes during the Mid-Autumn Festival truly began to take shape. Legend has it that Emperor Taizong of Tang led a successful military campaign against his enemies on the 15th day of the 8th lunar month. Upon his triumphant return, he celebrated under the full moon and was presented with a round cake. Delighted, he pointed to the moon and said, "This cake should be invited to toast the toad in the palace of the moon." He then shared the cake with his officials, and from that day forward, the custom of eating round cakes on this day spread throughout the empire. The name mooncake itself has a rather romantic origin story, also from the Tang dynasty. One Mid-Autumn Festival night, Emperor Xuanzong and his beloved consort, Yang Guifei, were admiring the beautiful bright moon. The emperor was enjoying a round pastry, which was then still known by its more generic name. Finding the name a bit plain, the beautiful Yang Guifei, who was renowned for her artistic taste, looked up at the full moon and suggested, "Why don't we call it mooncake?" The emperor loved the idea, and the poetic name stuck. This simple suggestion added a touch of elegance and romance to the pastry's identity, forever linking it to the celestial beauty of the mid-autumn sky. By the time of the Song dynasty, what was once a simple ritual food had become a beloved part of popular culture. The term mooncake first appeared in written records from this era, and these pastries were no longer just for the imperial court. They became a common treat enjoyed by everyone, from wealthy merchants to humble villagers. During this time, the symbolism of the mooncake deepened. It wasn't just about the harvest anymore. It became a powerful token of family reunion. As people often traveled far from home for work, the Mid-Autumn Festival was a time to return. Sharing a mooncake under the full moon became a cherished act, symbolizing the family being whole and complete, just like the moon above. Now, here's where the story takes a thrilling turn. During the Yuan dynasty, China was under Mongol rule. The Han Chinese people were oppressed, and any form of open rebellion was crushed. So how could they organize a nationwide uprising without being discovered? Legend says they used mooncakes. The revolutionary leader Zhu Yuanzhang and his advisor Liu Bowen devised a brilliant plan. They spread a rumor that a deadly plague was coming, and the only way to prevent it was to eat special mooncakes on the Mid-Autumn Festival. Inside each of these special mooncakes was a hidden piece of paper with a secret message: "Uprise on the 15th day of the 8th month." The plan worked perfectly. On the night of the festival, the rebellion erupted across the country, leading to the overthrow of the Yuan dynasty and the establishment of the Ming dynasty. A humble pastry had become an instrument of revolution. So, what exactly makes a mooncake a mooncake? Let's talk about the traditional fillings. The most classic and iconic filling is lotus seed paste, a sweet, smooth, and rich paste that is painstakingly prepared. Nestled in the center, you'll often find 1 or 2 salted duck egg yolks. This isn't just for flavor, it's deeply symbolic. The golden yolk represents the full moon shining brightly in the night sky. The round shape of the cake itself symbolizes togetherness and harmony, while the sweet lotus paste represents a sweet and harmonious life. When you cut a traditional mooncake in half, you're not just preparing to eat it, you're revealing a beautiful, edible metaphor for the Mid-Autumn Festival itself. The act of sharing mooncakes is a ritual that is just as important as the cake itself. During the Mid-Autumn Festival, families gather together for a reunion dinner. After the meal, they go outside to admire the full moon, a practice known as Chang'e. This is when the mooncakes are brought out. They are traditionally cut into wedges, with 1 piece for each family member, no matter how small. This act of sharing reinforces the theme of family unity. It's a moment of connection, often enjoyed with a pot of hot tea, which helps cut through the richness of the pastry. It's a simple, beautiful tradition that has been passed down through countless generations, strengthening family bonds under the light of the autumn moon. While traditional mooncakes hold a special place in people's hearts, the world of mooncakes today is incredibly diverse and innovative. Modern bakers and chefs have unleashed their creativity, leading to an explosion of new flavors and styles. You can now find mooncakes filled with everything from creamy egg custard, rich chocolate lava, and even fruity durian. There are also snowskin mooncakes, which are unbaked and served chilled, with a soft mochi-like skin and fillings like ice cream or champagne truffle. The packaging has also become a huge part of the experience, with many brands creating elaborate, beautifully designed gift boxes that are works of art in themselves. Gifting high-end mooncakes has become a popular way to show respect and appreciation to family, friends, and business partners. The love for mooncakes extends far beyond the borders of China. It has become a cherished cultural icon across Asia and in Chinese communities all over the globe. In countries like Vietnam, Malaysia, and Singapore, the Mid-Autumn Festival is a major holiday, and mooncakes are a central part of the celebration. Each region has added its own local twist to the pastry, creating unique flavors and styles. For millions of people in the Chinese diaspora, making or sharing mooncakes is a way to connect with their heritage and pass on cultural traditions to the next generation. It's a delicious reminder of home, family, and the enduring power of a shared story, proving that this legendary pastry is truly a global phenomenon. From a sacred offering to a revolutionary tool, and now a modern delicacy, the mooncake has had an incredible journey. It's so much more than just a dessert. It's a symbol of unity, a carrier of history, and a taste of tradition that brings people together every year. So the next time you see a mooncake, I hope you'll remember the amazing stories hidden within its golden crust. Thank you so much for joining me on this delicious journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more stories behind the world's most fascinating foods. Let me know in the comments what your favorite kind of mooncake is. See you next time.